Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Sufia TikTok Wali, admission officer at Rehan College, and I'm interviewed with ChatGPT. Hello ChatGPT, am I audible?
Absolutely. I can hear you loud and clear. Let me know if there's anything specific you'd like to chat about or if you need help with anything at all.
Okay, firstly, I'm introducing myself. I'm Sofia TikTok Wali, admission officer at Rehan College, and today interview topic is how to set boundaries in relationship and stay true to yourself. So, may I ask some question?
Of course, that sounds like a really interesting topic. Feel free to ask away, and I'll do my best to help out and discuss whatever you'd like.
Okay, so my first question is what does setting boundaries mean to you in a relationship?
That's a great question. In a relationship, setting boundaries essentially means defining what is acceptable and what isn't, as well as communicating your needs, limits, and expectations. It helps maintain mutual respect, emotional safety, and overall healthy dynamics. It can involve things like personal space, communication styles, and emotional needs.
Okay, my next question is why is it important to stay true to yourself when you are in a relationship?
Yeah, that's definitely important. Staying true to yourself ensures that you maintain your identity, your values, and your authenticity. It helps build a foundation of trust and respect in the relationship and prevents any resentment or feeling of losing oneself. It also encourages healthier and more genuine connections with your partner.
Okay, my next question is how can you recognize when someone is crossing your boundaries?
That's a really good question. Usually you can recognize it through feelings of discomfort, frustration, or maybe even resentment. It might show up as feeling unheard, disrespected, or even anxious. Sometimes it's also about noticing that your needs or limits are being ignored or even dismissed. It's definitely important to trust your instincts and communicate openly when you feel that way.
Okay, my next question is what are some signs that you need stronger boundaries with someone?
Yeah, definitely. Some signs might include feeling consistently overwhelmed, feeling like your needs are being neglected, or even experiencing a lack of respect for your personal time and space. Another sign could be that you feel like you're compromising your values or sacrificing your own well being. It's definitely a cue to reassess and strengthen those boundaries.
Okay, my next question is what personal values do you want to protect in your relationship?
Oh, that's a really thoughtful question. Personally, I think values like respect, honesty, open communication, and empathy are really important. I also value personal growth, trust, and a sense of mutual support. Those kinds of values help create a healthy and fulfilling relationship for sure.
Okay, my next question is how do you express your need without feeling guilty and selfish?
That's a really common concern. One way to do it is to frame your needs in a positive and honest way, focusing on how it benefits the relationship as well. You can also use I statements like I feel or I need to keep it personal and non accusatory. And reminding yourself that your needs are valid and important can definitely help reduce that guilt.
Okay, my next question is what does a balanced and respectful relationship look like to you?
Yeah, absolutely. To me, a balanced and respectful relationship means that both partners feel heard, valued, and supported. It involves mutual trust, open communication, and an equal give and take. It also means respecting each other's boundaries, celebrating each other's successes, and supporting each other through challenges. Ultimately, it's about creating a partnership where both people can thrive.
Okay, my next question is uh, what boundaries do you think are necessary in relationship?
That's a great question. Some essential boundaries often include things like personal space and alone time, clear communication about needs and expectations, emotional and physical boundaries, and even boundaries around time and commitments. It's also important to have boundaries around how conflicts are handled and ensuring mutual respect. Ultimately, it's all about creating a safe and healthy dynamic.
Okay, my next question is how can you maintain your individuality while being part of a couple?
That's such an important aspect. One way is to keep up with your own interests, hobbies, and friendships outside of the relationship. It's also helpful to maintain open communication with your partner about your personal goals and needs, setting aside time for yourself while also nurturing the relationship is key. And just making sure that both partners respect each other's individuality really helps maintain that balance.
Okay, my next question is what role does self respect play in creating strong boundaries?
Oh, absolutely. Self respect is fundamental because it really empowers you to recognize your own worth and assert your needs confidently. When you have self respect, you're more likely to set clear and healthy boundaries and to uphold them without feeling guilty. It also helps you to navigate relationships with a sense of integrity and confidence, which in turn fosters respect from others as well.
Okay, my next question is how do you
No worries. Take your time. Whenever you're ready, just let me know what the next.
why
All
do
right.
some people struggle to say no and how can they improve?
Yeah, definitely. Often people struggle with saying no because of a fear of disappointing others, or they might worry about conflict, or even feel guilty for prioritizing themselves. To improve, it can help to practice setting small boundaries to remind yourself that your needs are important and to communicate clearly and kindly. Over time, building that confidence really makes a difference.
Okay, my next question is how can you rebuild boundaries after they've been violated?
That's a really important question. Rebuilding boundaries often starts with open and honest communication, where you express how the boundary was crossed and how it affected you. It's also important to set clear, consistent expectations moving forward and to be patient with yourself and others during that process. Consistently reinforcing those boundaries and seeking mutual understanding definitely helps rebuild trust and respect.
Okay, my next question is how can you set boundaries, your time, energy, and priorities?
That's a great topic. One way is to clearly define what your limits are by prioritizing your own needs and making sure to schedule your time intentionally. It's also helpful to communicate your boundaries clearly with others and don't hesitate to say no when something doesn't align with your priorities. And it definitely helps to regularly reflect and adjust as needed. So you maintain that balance between your time, energy, and what matters most to you.
Okay, my next question is what does a respectful reason look like when someone set a boundary with you?
That's a great question. A respectful reason usually involves being honest and clear while also being considerate of the other person's feelings. It might include explaining why the boundary is important for your well being, and it can also show empathy by acknowledging the other person's perspective. Ultimately, it's about maintaining that mutual respect and understanding and making sure that both parties feel heard and valued.
Okay, my next question is how do healthy boundaries contribute to long term trust and connection?
That's a fantastic question. Healthy boundaries really lay the groundwork for trust because they show that both partners respect each other's needs and well being. Over time, that mutual respect builds a solid foundation of trust and security. Plus, when boundaries are consistently honored, it encourages open communication and reduces misunderstandings, which really strengthens that long term connection and intimacy.
How can self awareness help you stay aligned with your value in a relationship?
Absolutely. Self awareness is key because it helps you understand your own values, needs, and triggers. When you're more self aware, you're better equipped to recognize when something is out of alignment with what you truly believe in. That clarity allows you to set and maintain boundaries that reflect your values. And it also helps you communicate more authentically with your partner. Ultimately, it leads to a more genuine and harmonious relationship.
Okay, thank you so much, ChatGPT, for giving me your precious special time and giving me answer of my questions. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Take care of yourself. Have a nice day. See you soon.
You're very Absolutely. See you soon. Take care and have a wonderful day.